Hey, yo, what it do? So listen, I'm in the middle of writing my next project, right? Called Surviving the Valley. And I just had to come and share what the valley has been like for me because I feel like it's such a dope time to talk about this because there are so many people that are entering into their valley season. And it's like, they feel like they've been doing all the right things. They felt like they was in a career that was promising and, life was good, family is good, just the whole thing. And then all of a sudden everything just feels like it just like blew up. You know what I'm saying? And you might be feeling like you at a standstill and, you praying, you trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've been there. You feel what I'm saying? I'm there currently, right? And so I was just like, yo, this would be a great time to really just talk about the valley and what it has been and what it has produced. And, hopefully give you some gems and some encouragement on how to navigate your own valley. All right. So let's go.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year.
Hey, yo, y'all already know I'm Naye Liggines, man, and this is another episode of Elevation Talks. I'm excited to just jump into it. So like I was telling y'all, I'm currently working on another article, aka it's going to be an ebook. I already decided, but it's called Surviving the Valley. And I was talking to a few of my friends and stuff, and it's like, everybody just going through their own valley. Like I'm looking at different people that's on LinkedIn and they talking about like their job hunt experience. I'm on social media, people talking about, they going through a divorce after being with a person for X amount of years, and just everybody is in their own transition of life right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about life. Life always lifing, you know what I'm saying? But it's really just about how you navigating through it, you know what I'm saying, on a day to day. And so I remember when I first got to a point, like when I first entered my valley season, I didn't even have the language to even call it a valley season, right? I just knew that I was going through something and I didn't have the words for it. But I remember I was at this super, super dope job, man. I had got it when I was transitioning out of a previous valley season. And it was the perfect job. You know what I'm saying? Like it was allowing me to grow. It was allowing me to really walk in my creative directing and video director role, and just like, it was perfect, right? I was making the type of money that I wanted to make. Everything about it was just chef's kiss, you know what I'm saying? And I remember getting that opportunity. And now, mind you, I had just started making motivational videos. Like when I told y'all I was going through a previous valley, that was one of my assignments, to start making motivational videos. And so I did. I started posting it on TikTok. And it seems like as I started doing more of what God told me to do, He started providing resources that were going to help sustain me, you know what I'm saying, until that next thing came off. And so I remember, like I said, getting the blessing, getting the opportunity. And, I had already said that I was going to be there for a year. And so literally a year came and I decided that I was going to stay longer because the company started really like doing more of what I had been asking them to do. I had been asking them, for a team. Let's get out here and do bigger video shoots. Let's hire models. Like, let's really take this up on a whole nother level. And so they started finally like listening to me and accepting and approving my plans. And, it was really sparking some excitement for me. And so I started leaning into it more and more. And literally the job started becoming so heavy because it was like, it just started draining me mentally and emotionally. And I would be sitting there just drowning, right? And then I would go and take a break and create a motivational video, and it is like I'll get that spark again. Like I'll be feeling like charged up, like, okay, boom, let's go, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And so it seemed like people started catching on that that's what I was doing. And so it started seeming like, they started just piling on my workload even heavier, right? And so I had got to a point, y'all. This was about to be so crazy. Wait till I say this. I had got to a point, I had said this out loud. I said, Lord, I don't have time to do what you told me to do. Ooh, y'all, have y'all ever been bold enough to actually tell God, listen, I don't have time to do what you said do? Y'all, when I tell y'all, not even a month later, this man cleared my schedule. Y'all, I experienced my first layoff. And I remember sitting there and I said, God, you doing this? Are we doing this right now? I said, okay. And I was in the middle of getting ready to move. Like, it was the worst time to experience the layoff, right? But I had felt like God had said, now do you have time? And so it was just like, that was me entering into my next valley. You know what I'm saying? And so it almost felt like I put my own self there because I had told him that I didn't have time to do it. And that's the thing about like the valley. You might feel like you just got thrown into the valley, but nah, there's been nudges along the way. You just ain't been paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. We have so many daily distractions, so many different things that are so loud in our life, and we can't even hear what God is saying or trying to get us to do. And what better way to get our attention when, boom, everything slows down. Everything that was having your full attention no longer is even there to capture your attention. Like, now you don't have an excuse as to why you can't do what he said do. And that's the thing about the assignment. You can't run from it. You can try, but you ain't getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got breath in your lungs, you are going to do the assignment. And that's just big facts. But yeah, man, like I remember, okay, boom, I'm going through the layoff. And literally, like I had experienced my layoff in like April of, I think, 2023. It was either 2023 or 2022. It was 20, yeah. And so literally I was moving the next month. And so y'all have to go back a few episodes and y'all will see that part where I told you I started having crazy faith about a house that I had been praying for and God had showed me my next home. That's that story. All right. So that was me in the middle of a valley season. And so one of the God started giving me assignments within that season. And that's the thing about the valley, y'all. I know it feels like it's destroying you. It's not that it's destroying you. It's literally removing a version of you that you have outgrown. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, there are many of us who know that we've been called to do more. Like we have a calling on our life. You know what I'm saying? And there is versions of you that are going to constantly grow and you're going to grow out of. And it's important that you grow because you can't take that version into the next mountaintop with you. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of the mountaintop, you're going to experience mountaintops and valleys, but God will use them to work together. So the things that you create while you're in the valley, the skill sets, the different characteristics that you're developing within yourself, the different knowledge, the different wisdom that you're sitting here gaining, all of those things, God is going to wrap all of those things up and you're going to use it in a different season. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened to me. Like literally, God had told me to start creating this journal called Rise and Thrive. Yo, pause. He had gave me the house. I told you I'd go back and look at my podcast, the episode about me getting my dream house or the house that I prayed for. He provided the house that I prayed for. And it was like, okay, boom. Now you have the space and the time to sit down and do what I told you to do. Y'all, I had told God that I wanted a multi-purpose room, that I wanted to be able to shoot content out of. I wanted to be able to like do courses, like just so many different things I wanted to do in a particular space. And that's what he gave me. He literally gave me enough room in my crib to be able to have not only one studio, but 2 studios and a space to, you know what I'm saying, create and do all of these things. And so it's like, I don't have a reason as to why I can't do it now. But I started just feeling like I can't do it. I've never created a journal. Like, you want me to create a motivational mindset journal? I'm going through my own struggles right now. Who am I to be trying to help somebody shift their mindset? Like, I'm trying to get my mindset together. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just like, I think it was like a month that had went by where I kept that door closed. I would not go in there because every time I went in there, it was heavy. I knew that I had an assignment that I had to do, and I just didn't have the courage and the confidence to build and create it. And so literally, I talked to a friend of mine at the time, and, she was just telling me like, yo, why don't you put some inspiration in the room? Like, something that'll help inspire you so you can get in there and do the work. And I did it. I started ordering like artwork and stuff from Temu, and I got some stick and peel wallpaper, just started trying to turn it into something. And literally, like, as I started turning it into something, I started sitting there slowly doing the work. And I produced a super dope journal. And so I was thinking like, okay, boom. Once I produced the journal, we good. Nah. Once I produced it, and it's like, okay, well, now you got to sell it. And it's like, okay, Lord, I'm not a salesman. You already know I hate pitching. I hate selling. And it's like, yo, listen, it's not about pitching and selling. Tell people about what you've gone through. You know what I'm saying? Tell people why you created this in the first place. Not just because I told you to create it, but this is what you've been using to, be more productive, get your mind right, actually execute. He was turning me into an execution strategist, and I ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like all the things that I'm experiencing right now, where I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm an execution strategist. I help people turn dreams into reality. All of that stuff has been built during the valley season. You know what I'm saying? And even once I got done like creating those particular products, because that's how Elevation Talks was built, during valley seasons. And so it's like, boom, here we are. I don't even know what episode this is, but here we are episodes later in 5 different countries where people are actively listening all around the world, like getting these gems, getting fed. Like, this was produced in the valley season, and this ain't even the end of it. This is the beginning of it. And so that's what I want to tell you about your valley season. Right now, it may feel like, yo, this is crazy. This don't even make sense. And that's the thing. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many jobs I done applied for, and I've gotten no. And this was before the job market got crazy and crashed. It's been no, because it's like God has something more for me to do. You know what I'm saying? And when I told y'all that I was only going to be at that job for a year, I didn't tell y'all what I said. I had said that I'm only going to be at this job for a year because this was going to be my last 9 to 5. I said that. And the thing about God, I be feeling like he be holding me to my words, man. Like, I be crying like, okay, I know I had said that, but I wasn't moving with that mindset. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't moving like, yo, this is going to be my last 9 to 5. I wasn't positioning myself like, yeah, this going to be my last 9 to 5. The blessings started flowing in. I got distracted, and boom, you know what I'm saying? He had to get my attention again. And that's what I mean when I tell y'all, you can try to run all day and you're going to keep running back into the assignment. You're going to keep running back into what God has called you to do. There is no escaping it. As long as you got breath in your lungs, you are going to do what he said do. And that's just big facts on the energy. I'm just trying to tell you so you'll know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man. But yeah, man, like I'm telling you, like, I feel like that's why I've been like struggling with even getting a 9 to 5. Like once I got done like doing my assignments for that particular season, God literally teed it up to where one of my previous clients had mentioned my name, and they called me and was just like, yo, we have an opportunity for you to create your own job. You tell us what you want to be paid. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to green light the situation. And I'm like, I remember getting off the phone like, what? Lord, huh? And those same skill sets that was developed in the Valley are the same skill sets that he used. He allowed me to create a job with $1 billion company, hospitality company, one of the leading companies in hospitality, period. And literally they green light the situation, and it didn't happen right away. It was like I had that conversation with that lady. I sent her like the job description and stuff that I created and just the pathway and everything. I didn't hear from them until like 3 weeks later. And I remember those 3 weeks, I felt even more played, like, Lord, why would you play me like that? Why would you get me hyped up and excited about something and it don't even fall through, bro? Like, come on, stop playing with me, man. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trusting you. I'm out here calling your name, and I feel like I'm out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. God don't care nothing about you looking crazy, because when he do what he said he gonna do, it's gonna blow your mind, and it's gonna have you not looking crazy, but it's gonna have you looking real wild, like, yo, your faith was that crazy, like you believed in God that much, like people gonna be looking to you like, yo, wait a minute, I need to get some of that. And that was the exact energy for me. Like, God, I literally was having a conversation with somebody, and they was just like, yo, you should just take any job at this point, because you don't have any income coming in. And I remember that really frustrated me, because it's just like, you know, my biggest thing is I want to stay in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I'm not too good to work or anything like that. Nah, I just want to feel that that's where God said go. You know what I'm saying? Because I done had a few times where I've been out of alignment. And I don't want to feel that no more. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember, man, I just went for a drive, and literally by the time I made it back to the house, y'all, I had opened my email and I saw onboarding. Like, yo, we want you to come meet the Atlanta team. This. Can you start this day? Bada, bada, bada. And I'm like, huh? You did it? And literally, y'all, man, I went to the, meet the Atlanta team, and they literally, I'm signing my paperwork, and it's the job that I created. It's the pay that I told them I wanted to have. Like, I'm walking through the building, and people talking to me like, yo, I heard about you. I know you, this, that. They had never met me, but again, this client that I was just telling y'all about, they had been my client for like 6 years. And the video content that I was helping them produce was coming straight here. So it was like my resume had already spoke for me before I even made it into the room. And that's what God is going to do for you. You hear me? He's going to put your names in rooms that your feet have not even touched yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking from experience, man. And it's just like, here I am in another Valley season where that opportunity lasted for like 10 months. And I got distracted. You know what I'm saying? I started feeling like, Lord, imposter syndrome started kicking in, because I was in awe of like, oh my God, look at what you did. Like, you did it, this BIG. And that's when I started learning, you have to have expectancy. You have to expect that God is going to do exactly what he said do, so that way you don't spend so much time in awe, and, and now you didn't let the blessing slip from your hands because you're frozen. You know what I'm saying? And so literally, I'm really like, just to be able to talk to y'all about this, like, y'all, this Valley season, it has put me in a better position mentally and emotionally to be able to navigate through it, because this is not my first Valley. You know what I'm saying? And as I was sitting here writing my next project, like I told y'all, Surviving the Valley, I was looking for a particular word because I'm in the middle of reading a Bible plan. And so it had showed me a verse that I wanted to kind of go back to. So as I was trying to go back to the verse, something else caught my attention. And I was like, wow, this ain't nobody but Holy Spirit. Check this out. This is Isaiah 43, verse 1. It says, "But now, O Jacob, listen to the Lord who created you. O Israel, the one who formed you says, do not be afraid, for I have ransomed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. For I am the Lord, your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. I gave Egypt as a ransom for your freedom. I gave Ethiopia and Seba in your place. Others were given in exchange for you. I traded their lives for yours because you are precious to me. You are honored and I love you." Yo, I wasn't even looking for that. And it was like, I felt like as I was reading it, it was like, I felt like it was a letter from God to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I'm experiencing my own valley season right now, it's a reminder of, hey, and you put your own name in there. Your name ain't Jacob. You put your own name in there. But it's just like, yo, when you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. Yo, some of us deep right now in it. And it's encouraging to hear you will not drown. Even though you feel like you drowning, God is right there with you. Come on, man. Listen, this is feeding me. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I feel that. You hear me? Like, this is why, and again, I'm not trying to come off preachy, be a Bible thumper, none of that. But one of the things that I've learned off top, God is the Word, and the Word is God. You feel me? And so this is in the Word. Like, I'm looking at this right now in the Bible, YouVersion. Like, this is here. You feel what I'm saying? And so none of it says you might not drown. It says you will not drown. It says I will be there with you. It says that I gave others in exchange. I gave a ransom for you. Others were given in exchange for you. I traded their lives for yours. You are precious to me. You are honored and I love you. Yo, this is God talking to us. This is why it's important to get in the Word. Now, I don't know all the scriptures. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that I could just pull out a script. I have to get in here and I got to see what it say. And it's like, sometimes I'll be trying to recall something and I just start typing in it and see it'll pop up. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, the verse that I was trying to get to was Isaiah 43, verse 18. And it says, "But forget all of that. It is nothing compared to what I am going to do. For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Don't you see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland." Y'all, I love that I'm not making none of this up. Like, because I'm telling y'all, I know, especially like for me, I don't have a lot of people to talk to this stuff through with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I tell you, I don't have a lot of conversation and relationship with people who are, basically like walking in purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like dream chasing, going through spiritual battles daily. Like, I want more people that I can walk with. You feel what I'm saying? Because I be feeling like I'm by myself, and I be feeling like don't nobody really understand what I'm saying. And that's why I enjoy, talking to certain people. Like, shout out to Auntie Misty, shout out to Christina, shout out to Jacqueline, like, shout out to Lauren, like, all of these different people that God have been slowly but surely placing in my life. And some of these people I've met while I've been in the valley. I'll never forget, I was talking to my Auntie Misty one day, and we was talking about me being stubborn. And she had said, that's why you're going to continue to stand there and talk to the mountain. You keep being stubborn, you're going to be still standing there talking to that same mountain. And when she said that, that junk really sat with me, because it was like, as I kept experiencing life, I started recognizing that I am the mountain. I am the man in the mirror. I am the one that's standing in the way of this version of me and moving to the next version of me. You know what I'm saying? One of my mentors, her name is Lauren. She had gave us like an assignment or something to do, but basically it was just talking about, when are you gonna stop negotiating with yourself? And that's one of the things that I've been learning while I've been here in the valley. It's not that you have not because you ask not. You still negotiating. You still trying to become. You still saying one thing and doing another. You feel what I'm saying? You need to show up as if God called you to be in that room. And that's how you got to walk in it. You feel what I'm saying? Not only walk in it, but that's the energy that you got to come with. You feel what I'm saying? Your presence is going to speak. You feel what I'm saying? You have a light on you because God is with you. You feel me? So I just said all of that to say, man, listen, you have to survive the valley. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's coming behind you, but part of surviving the valley is being able to tell people about it. And that's why I say, yo, let me tell people about my valleys. You feel what I'm saying? Let me encourage the people that's in here, because even when you start reading the Bible, you'll start seeing there are so many people that wrote while they were in the valley. You feel what I'm saying? And writing might not be for you, but whatever. But the thing is, everybody has a testimony at the end of the day, and that's what it's about. Don't forget to mention God's name when you come up out of it, because you will. Don't forget to tell them what God did for you and how he did it. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, I hope this helped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here. You're not alone. Anybody that's in the valley season, man, I pray that God continue to give you clarity and reveal himself to you and reveal the things that he's doing for you and through you. And you do not give up. You feel me? Just remember that the valley is temporary, but so is the mountaintop. You feel what I'm saying? What you do while you're on the mountaintop will also help you get through the valley. What you do in the valley will help you be able to withstand what comes with the mountaintop. God is going to use all of these. There won't be a wasted season. You feel me? Everything that you're building and growing, nothing will be wasted. You hear me? Hey, man, y'all already know. I'm Naye Liggines. Set it up and run it up per usual. Don't forget to go check out medium.com to check out my latest article, Surviving the Valley. And I just created a newsletter called Right on Time. And I don't know about y'all, but I be needing some encouraging words and some gem drops. And you can sign up for it right now. And just know that divine timing is all God's timing. And so whatever you get from me, just know it's going to be right on time, because I'm giving you what God what he tells me to give you. You feel me? So in the meantime, between time, man, y'all set it up. Y'all can go check out elevationtalks.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Go read my latest project. I think I'm going to turn it into an ebook, because I'm like, yo, we all need to know how to survive the valley. You hear me? Share this with anybody that need it. And if you needed it, watch it again. Save it. Something. Drop your comments below, man. Drop any gems that you got for surviving the valley. and any encouraging words that you can give to the next person that can look at it and grow from it. Do you hear me? Set it up and run it up per usual, man. I'm gonna get up with y'all. Let me get done writing this so I can wrap this up.